Hello everyone, welcome to CyberWar. Today we're filming the second episode of the series called What I Like This Week, where I just go through my Twitter profile, looked at what I hit like. The last video I shot 10 days ago and we discussed this tweet. So let's go, we have a lot of ground to cover. So OSINT for All presents a tool called Blackbird, and you can use it to search for accounts by username. This might be handy. What you can do if installing a separate tool is not your thing, you can go inside it and see how it connects to various networks and use that to make your modules for Maltego or for your tool, whatever, Spiderfoot, who cares. All right, so that's an OSINT thing. Next, another GitHub repository with bug bounty platforms. You never have too many bug bounty platforms. Let's see. I am actively hunting on Bugcrowd. HackerOne. Bit on integrity. I tried this one, didn't work out. A bit here. I made an account I never did here. Same for this one, but a lot of networks here, so give them a try. Next. They are discussing a Burp Suite extension called Agartha, which is an active type of extension that sends payloads and it discovers LFIs and RC. Nice to have, just pay attention that you don't do this actively when you're not supposed to. Also has a GitHub. Okay. Really cool stuff. Next. Here is what I would say a bug bounty tip. Put a /UI because you might get some information. Okay. Somebody from IP Info, they made an improvement. This is not working. Okay. They show the evidence. Okay. Nice. All right. Good stuff. Next. There is a repository on GitHub called GitLeaks. Again, you can use it to discover secrets, hard-coded and stuff. You can also use it to get the signatures and add them to your own tools. But that's just me. Right? Next. There's a blog post about analyzing some malware which was targeting malware analysts, which is like makes your head spin a bit. If you're into malware, you should have a look. A lot of nuggets dropped here. Troy Hunt from Have I Been Pwned had some issues with the site. And of course, NehamCon 2023 is actually just ended yesterday, but I liked it. Then I have a tweet about reconnaissance platforms. And yeah, it gives a lot of useful tips if you're into that. Of course, it presents Shodan. Then it shows some other tools you might not be aware of. Of course, everybody knows Census. And FOFA, I was not aware of this one. Of course, Gray Noise. We all know Gray Noise. Shout out to Random Robbie for, I think he was working for them at some point. I don't know about it from him. LeakIX, I know about them because you get an API key in your IX or whatever. Never heard of this one. If Binary Edge, yes. It. So yeah, there's the top. There's a ranking. Okay. This one. Maybe there's a wrong link. Is it IO? Oops. Anyway, here we need a password. Thank you. Okay, pretty cool. Here you need to log in. Okay. Next tweet. There's proof of concept for CVE. And you have like the GitLab for it and everything. Good luck if you're into exploit development. A tweet from one of the bug bounty hunters celebrating his $3,000. Congratulations. And as you can see, it's for sensitive information. Then another one mentioning the AWS attack vectors. I don't know why, but just for the lol. If you're into GraphQL hacking, you have some slides here, you might pick up something. Here are some advice about bypassing application firewalls. If you missed that. This researcher is celebrating his reports being public in Google. Congratulations. So this link here, not this one, this one. You get to see reports and it's useful, just as activity is useful, but this one has only 36 reports starting from 2018 until now, so it's really disappointing compared to activity. Oh, sorry. Oh no. Okay, so I closed it, so now we'll go scroll down until we hit that one again. I just like the tweet about the tool to discover login panels. Might want to take a look. Might find some good ideas, integrate them in your tools. Then a guide on DNS takeovers by Project Discovery. You might want to read that. And very interesting repository on querying GitHub with finding stuff. For example, this one. Yeah, funny. Might run a video on this one, specific video. Next. This one is saying that it's extracting metadata from Office documents. It's always good to have. This one advertises as a red team tool. Looks very good. Might want to run it for a test drive. This one discusses identifying and exposing cheat, like /.jit. You can of course fuzz it, like download it. Okay. This one is actually interesting. It allows you to download, or so they claim, an onion URL. So let's see. Not really sure what that means, but sounds like it didn't work. Okay, I'm not going to bother with it. It's just a good idea. If it doesn't work, it might be something you want to develop. Like if you're looking for a job or you're trying to change your job, developing such projects by yourself might be a way to do you. So yeah, this thing doesn't work. Why don't you make it? Anyway, Recon for the Win new version is out. Highly recommend this. You should run it. Then I was mentioning earlier that you could take some of the things and make Maltego plugins, so they are called transforms. This is a one of these modules called Interpol Notices Multigo, and where you add it to Multigo, and you can get data from Interpol notices, and then you can use that to find them in Facebook or something like that. Right. So they're mentioning Ghosting Dojo, which is cool. Right. Next, another GitHub for offensive resources. You can just like them, bookmark them, and whenever you have the time, have a look. I do that sometimes. I have a lot of things bookmarked, and I struggle finding the time to actually take action on them. But this looks like a very good resource. So yeah, might want to have a look. Then there's an Active Directory lab by Orange Cyber Defense. If you're not from Europe, Orange is a telecom company, kind of like Vodafone. They run like cell towers, and they have whole thing like internet, telephony in many European countries. They are French based, or I think so, French or Belgian, but I would say French. They have very strong cybersecurity offering where you can actually book them for cybersecurity services for your company. So yeah, this looks great. You should go. Another one by Splunk, similar attack range. I think it's also based on Active Directory. You might want to deploy this and have at it. Then this is a newsletter called tldrsec.com. Too long didn't read, but it's actually a summary of what's happening in the cybersecurity space. You might want to subscribe. It's a great resource, and it's very well made. I actually like it a lot. Then an article about some automation in AWS. Yeah, for detecting unusual stuff in the behavior of your users. Then this platform is celebrating a $1 million a new program that joined their platform, and they are offering a maximum of $1 million. This platform is focused mostly on blockchain contracts and the like. Then an inspiring tweet by Stök. Highly recommend that you follow him on YouTube and on Twitter. And one from Tiberius. Should also follow him and use his tools, maybe. Why not confusing him? No, should actually, yeah, he's doing courses now, and the tool is here. This one. It's a very nice tool. You can use it for pen test, for bug bounty, but specifically for CTF. A tweet from Farah. You might want to follow her also for advice on cybersecurity and on bug bounty. This person, this researcher, is thanking a bunch of people for helping him find the bug. Congratulations. Move It Ransomware, an analysis by Washington Post. Another tweet by this blockchain bug bounty platform. A tweet by one of the main people at HackerOne, maybe even the CEO or the founder, co-founder, about how they do some language translation now. Congratulations. And you have CloudFox, mainline interface tool for cloud. Nice to have. One of the many tweets that Ben at Nehamsec made about the conference. In this case, Gary was going live. A tweet again by this platform about how one of the hackers just cleared 200,000 bounty. Nice. This is a very interesting report on business account compromise. If you're into forensics or if you want to protect your own stuff, you might have a read. I want to have a read. And it's by PricewaterhouseCoopers. From the same thread about circumventing some monitoring. Then some kind of a pat on the back type of tweet where Romania is number 4 outsourced development. Now keep in mind that all these countries here huge. Like we're down to 18 million people in Romania. I'm not even in the car. I mean, I live in Belgium, so not many people are still there. Ukraine is a lot bigger than us. Philippines, I don't know the population, but I imagine it's huge, 100 millions. So yeah, Egypt, I know it's huge. Argentina, yeah, so they're 45. So we're doing good per capita. This is impressive. I think we have the best report here. Maybe Czechia, or the Czech Republic, but still they are at 100,000, and they don't have the population 3 times smaller than us. They are like maybe half. So they are 10 millions and they have 100,000. Keeping with the report, they should have 200,000 software developers outsourced. So nice. Right. Where were we? Wait. Let me find the tweet again. So this one. All right, another article on the Move It issue. If you're going for cyber threat intel or malware jobs, this should be your bread and butter. It's very normal for an interview. Somebody asks you about a recent event in your area. So if you go for cyber threat or for malware, you definitely know about these things. All right. The tabletop scenario, looking a bit at the recent issues with the hardware. Fortinet Barracuda, a great exercise. Then we have a couple of tweets by head of the CERT in Romania. Next, a bypass with for 403 to make it 200. If you're trying to do bypasses, you should have a look. This is an answer to something not relevant. All right, this one. So Magic Recon. Again, it's another tool. You can have a look. Maybe it works for you. I'm not using it right now. I'm using Axiom Scan and Recon for the win. Then some techniques for Shodan to find Tor services. Tweet from Nuclei. If you guys aren't using what the discovery is making, you're missing out. You should use most of the tools they are pushing out. Just a tweet about WordPress plugins. I'm into that also. TCM Security had a discount for a mobile app pentest course. I already had it, so I just liked it. Then IPPSec released a second video on how he has his setup. You might want to have a look. Then this brilliant researcher has another article. You should read everything he ever writes. It's Albino Wax, James Kettle. I remember the one with the cache, HTTP cache thing. It's very helpful. Then small tweet about the agencies hunting for Logbit. Good to know. Using Nuclei for defense. Another good article. Here it's a dependency confusion attack. Somebody created some packages and some people at Google installed them. It was revealed almost 2 years ago by another researcher, by Alex Orsan. He did it with Python packages. I'm not sure this one what he's using, but it's a similar thing. Here is a merge between Nuclei and ParamSpider, doing something called Nuclei Fuzzer. It works okay, but it's you need to take them one target at a time. It's not my cup of tea. I'm using both tools, but in larger infrastructure type of deployment, so with multiple droplets and multiple VMs. All right, then Godfather Orwa is telling us about his presentation on NahamCon. I hope you guys saw it. It was yesterday. I didn't get a chance. I'm waiting for the recording. This one is not related to cyber. Just found it funny that whatever, white people food is a trend in China. I guess it's normal. Then a one-liner. Maybe I told you I'm not a big fan of one-liners, but helps you get you on the right track to do your own automation. And then example of when using a more complicated out-of-band payload, you get a 200 actually. Okay. This one is hunting for API keys. I guess everybody does that in files, in JavaScript files. But the secret is to find actual signatures, the regex that they are using, and then put it in your own tools, not to, use 200 tools and stress the infrastructure you're testing with 200 different tools doing basically the same thing. This one is about something called differential fuzzing. Not something I'm into. Here is an app where you can visualize techniques used by various threat actors. Okay. Whoa. Is everybody here? Let's see. Okay. Okay. Nice. Hello, old friend. Okay, this is a really cool website. If you want a visual, you can use this for your presentations, but yeah. All right, next. Another tool looking for keys. As I told you, these are like mushrooms. They are everywhere. All you need to do is get the actual registries. No registries, regexes. This one here. You see? This is what you want. And put it in your own tool. Even create a nuclei plugin, whatever. Module. Is it a module? A template. In Axiom, they are modules. In nuclei, they are templates. This is too much. Can they all call them thingies and we can move on? This is a tip on how to use Wayback URL to get some links and tokens and register, okay? And this is HackLook plugging his tool called Hack IP to Host. Nice if it works. Then a tweet on making nuclei templates. And a one-liner kind of thing. No, it's the whole procedure about using the parameters, the fuzzing templates from nuclei. Okay. Something about how star.target means also domains, but only first order. Okay, let's try this. Site. No, that what? Okay. Okay. What if I do it twice? Nothing. Okay, let's try a bigger. Ah, you see? Actually works. They have 3. Maybe Yahoo. Yeah, of course Yahoo does. Nice tip. 10 ways to reverse DNS lookups from the terminal. Another nuclei template. I might want to have a look. A tweet about presentation at the conference. This one is not related to cyber. Next, this one that enumerates Office 365 users. All right. Another tweet, Toxin, automating cross-site scripting exploitation. Careful, okay? You need to stress that you really have to make sure you're in scope when you do any of the things we talk about here, okay? Don't just go running and attacking your random website or whatever. It's not something we do, okay? You need to stay ethical at all times. And to be fair, if you do this right, it's a lot more profitable long term. I don't know where you are or how much you're making, but IT and in general, cybersecurity, a specific niche can provide a very good life for someone. Right. Another one, awesome RC techniques. I just liked it because whenever I see a GitHub repository called awesome something, I like it. So yeah. Look. And are we done? Is this it? No. Same advice with Swagger UI. No, this is Swagger UI. Okay, you might want to add this to your word lists, although it should be like, I'm really curious. Yeah, it's here. At least one of them. Okay. Okay, this one is a bit of a humble brag. Finding and decoding certificates. Okay. This is not cyber, but this is the mayor of one of the major cities in Romania. I think is the second one, right after Bucharest. It's Cluj, Napoca. He was a prime minister. In some parts of the country, he is a bit controversial, but for the local folk, he's okay. He keeps getting elected as the mayor. He's the mayor of Cluj-Napoca. And the city recently became an IT hub. It's like keeping proportions. It's Romania, not the United States. It's kind of like a Silicon Valley thing, and prices rank crazy and everything. And here is the mayor cutting the grass in his, probably in his country property in the village, using the traditional site Romanian style. Most of us did this while young, helping our grandparents So yeah, doesn't really say Silicon Valley, but this guy is the real one of the top politicians in the country. All right. After this advertising, should get my political campaigning money soon. Cool article about rootkits called Fantastic Rootkits, where to find them. Oh man, we're already 40 minutes in. Okay, I liked a lot of stuff. DeFi Voom Labs. Smart contracts, if you want to get into them. I don't have the time into that yet, so. This tweet is what got me started on a CTF. Predictalab, it's a French open source intelligence CTF. Wrap your head around that. Yeah, just let me look into it. Right, so it's a cool CTF if you speak French, or if you can Google Translate your way to it. It's about misinformation. It's based around an organization called Réinformation Lucide on Facebook. It's all made up specifically for this CTF. I don't have Facebook on this. Yeah, I don't have Facebook on this. Browser, but yeah, you need to go around it with Facebook. You have like, need to find the time. For example, this is the page. For example, you need to find like where and when was this taken. Yeah, this is the made up page. Pretty cool CTF. Actually got very few points done. I'm blocked a bit with the association, geolocalization. For example, this. Okay, it's probably Paris, but yeah. Anyway, as I said, very cool CTF. Now, again, this person was saying that they are doing a presentation. Now they have the slides. Okay. Here is just another list that you bookmark, because you never know when you need it, but you'll never be able to find it when you want it. So you might want to print it and put it on your door or something. I'm joking, don't do that. Important Windows directories for SOC analysts. Okay, more power to you. IPsec doing his OS rebuild. An example of finding a cross-site scripting bug. Some article about attack on Finland. And another awesome, as I said, another awesome repository. I can't control myself. I click like them and actually go through them in detail, because you can't do that. There's too much information out there. Simply too much information. I imagine this being great for an interview. Maybe. Just have a look. Okay, this is just another thing. Some non-cyber related post. Intel released a programming font. Okay, thank you. Google opened its AI platform to everybody. Open probably meaning paid, but I don't know. Another example on using tools from Project Discovery. Backdoor for PHP sites. Okay, I guess we can release that now. Not an issue. It's for research, so why? An hosting technique for emails. Testing credentials with nuclei. This is actually a good article. You should read it more than some of the previous ones that I shared. Another OSINT tip. Might want to have a look. How to hunt. Okay, this site is down now. Methodologies for various things. Okay. Nice. Something about finding stuff about a ransomware variant using Shodan. A red team tool. This is something about GeoGuessr looking 42 hours for a bagel. Okay. Nice. Another awesome link. Random Robbie presents a WordPress exploit. Thanks, I guess. Did you get my website hacked? Another video about nuclei. Okay, and I'm trying to find the cyber stuff. Red team tactics. Inside the mind of a cyber attacker. Okay. How is threat intelligence used to monitor criminal activity? By buying everything they are selling. Sorry. No. An article about bypassing filters for cross-site scripting. These are some discords you might want to join. Subfinder 101, but read on how to use it better. Something about using Verb and Verb Collaborator more effectively, efficiently, better, with better results. I'm not a native English speaker. And a Yara rule generator for living of the land drivers. Okay. John Hammond having an issue with the sound. I feel you, man. Have the videos on this channel are terrible sound. Okay, so nothing relevant yet. Another humble brag. Congratulations, man. Another one, people are finding bugs left and right. Using data leaks in OSINT. Okay, do you buy them? That's always a debate. Tom released a new tool, JavaScript Juice. And another one to find employees from LinkedIn. And another nuclei template. And we're done. All right, this has been a very long vlog, 50 minutes. I hope the sound was consistent across the whole video. Please remember to subscribe if you didn't already, and comment on what I'm doing here. And also visit the blog. I also made some profiles on LinkedIn and Facebook, but I never bothered to put anything there. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Goodbye.